Hey guys, it's Hello Mr. Lion here. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about something that I recently discovered regarding a bug that I found in Forsaken, regarding their parries and moves that transfer you from front side to back side, or vice versa. I had already posted the video of myself discovering that this was an issue with one of my friends in private combat trials, but I wanted to take a chance to explain a little bit more in depth about how this works and how it could potentially be a huge detriment to Forsaken at high level play. So if you'll just bear with me for a few minutes, I'm going to explain the basic concept, and then I can show you some examples with what I've got in my own deck as far as moves that transfer me from front to back or vice versa. So let's go into training here, practice. I discovered this by... I have a habit of trying to bait moves like rollback fist or body blow with jump out elbow. What I'll do is I'll start using it, and then I'll try to feint it, and then immediately parry to whatever direction the move is coming from. And for the longest time it didn't seem like it was working the way that it should, but I usually get hit so fast that I couldn't really tell what was going on. Well, there were a few times where I actually noticed something and noticed that my parries seemed like they were coming out wonky or weird. And sure enough, I did a little bit of experimentation, and if you buffer a move or a parry out of a move that transfers from front to back or back to front too early, the parry will actually come out on the wrong side. So the example here that I'm going to show you, of course, is going to be jump out elbow. That's one of the easier moves to make it happen. So here is me feinting and then parrying to the right. As you can see, my Absolver, he parries to the left. Not only to the left, but he parries behind himself too. So it's completely inverting my position. That's off of the feint. It's also possible to have this happen off of just the raw move itself, whether it connects or not. You just have to get the timing right. It's a little bit tougher to do it with just the raw moves, but it's definitely still viable. Or not viable, but possible. But yeah, so this becomes a huge problem, not only in instances like I just discussed, where you might be trying to bait a move and catch it with a parry and convert it to damage, but it also can just be something that creates an issue, in your ability to react to somebody maybe dodging away from you and then doing a chasing move. For example, I've got Mealua and then Wobble Low, and that's another one that it's really, really easy for me to get this reverse parry out of. If I can get my timing right, of course. Yeah, that is every single time here, just for the sake of this example, I'm going to be trying to parry to the right. And some moves I've noticed you can't do this with. I can't seem to get it unless I parry or unless I feint. I can't seem to get the reverse parry off of spinning high kick. I'm parrying to the right, and it always seems to come out fine. That is until, of course, I feint, and then it's immediately totally reproducible as many times as I want. Does it with liver knee. But anyways, for example, if I were to use my Mealua and then somebody were to, duck it, dodge away for whatever reason, and then punish with their own, I don't know, liver knee or whatever, I may be able to read it, but it has the potential of coming out on the wrong side. This is going to mostly affect, instances where your opponent reacts to your input very quickly. Obviously, we would have noticed if there wasn't the option of simply waiting long enough for the parry to come out the right way. But, in the heat of the moment, it's hard to really tell, when the right time is. And sometimes you need that absolutely optimal you know, opportunity, the fastest opportunity that you can to get your parry in, so that you can actually catch that move. This is potentially really exploitable in Forsaken. You know, I think that it would be pretty reasonable for somebody to be able to create a deck that takes direct advantage of this through gold linking. But I think that it's a great detriment to Forsaken at high levels of, you know, mind game play. Here's another one. This is just low kick. Right input comes out on the left. Yeah. And it's all over. It's all over these moves. So I haven't experimented with all of them. I noticed that there are some that it doesn't seem to affect whatsoever. For example, axe kick. I don't know why, but axe kick, I can't seem to buffer a parry out of it in the first place. Yeah, and when the parry does come, it comes out correctly. So I'm sure there are some moves that are exempt from this, but I felt that this was worth talking about because, like I said, it could be really detrimental to Forsaken. And if people found out about this and wanted to, I think that it would be pretty easy to exploit. So hopefully Slowclap takes notice, maybe gives us a little bit of a bug fix. But until then, just keep experimenting. I don't know how this potentially affects other classes. I think since all the other classes are going to evade every move in the same way, I don't think that it's going to matter as much as Forsaken having the input flipped. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I hope that we can get this taken care of.